Hello everyone and welcome to Free Range Diva, where you will find helpful information to enhance your beauty and wellness routines. This is going to be a wellness video today, sort of, because I have wanted to incorporate more technology into helping me keep track of sleep, stress, activity, and after looking at a few things that were out there, I decided to purchase a smart ring. Here it is right there. And additionally, because my phone was so old, I'm embarrassed to show it to you, it was so old, but it was about 10 years old, and it still worked, but it did not support most of the modern apps. I got a new phone. And when I got a new phone, I also got a new mobile service from Mint. So I'm going to review both of those. I'm going to give you a quick review of both. And this review is coming from someone who is, I wouldn't say that I'm a technophobe, that I'm afraid of it, but most technology I find to be annoying, frustrating, rage-inducing. So I tend to avoid it. However, I'm turning over a new leaf. I want to explore more, especially for technology that's easy for seniors or for people like me who just don't like it, that's easy for us to understand and navigate. So from that perspective, I give you my Mint Mobile review and my Ringconn Smart Ring review as well. Here we go. So we'll start with Mint because we've all seen the commercials and it's supposed to be very affordable, particularly for seniors. So I went to Mint and I bought a phone, first of all, and with the phone came the new plan. The phone that I bought was a Samsung because that's what I've had in the past. And like I said, my previous Samsung phone, I dropped it. I would forget to charge it for days on end. And after 10 years, it was still working great. So I decided to get Samsung again. So when you go to Mint, you'll see that if you buy a new phone, most of them are on sale and come with a 1-year data plan that's unlimited data for $15 a month. So that's what I got, because that was better than the plan that I had before. Unlimited data, and I don't really know what that means, but I'm going to give you the details because I'm sure that there are those of you out there that know what that means. Their plans, if you don't, let's say you have a phone you love, like an iPhone, whatever, the 16 or whatever the latest one is, and you just want a plan for it, then you will go to Mint and you'll see that there are 4 different plans, starting with 5 gigabytes of data for $15 a month for 3 months. That's their basic introductory plan. Once you purchase that plan, you can then determine if you need more data, or if you know that you need more data, you can just skip what I'm about to tell you. But let's say you start with the 5 gigs per month, and that's good for you, or maybe you need a little extra. You can move up to the next plan up. They have, like I said, 4 different plans. And once you've decided on a plan, you can renew it for 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months, each one with different price tiers. The plans come in 5 gig, 15 gigs, 20 gigabytes, and then unlimited data. For example, their 15 gigabytes is $20 a month. And the most you will ever pay for the unlimited data plan is $30 a month. Oh, so in addition to the 4 different tiers of gigabytes, you can purchase them for 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. So you still have choices within whichever amount of data storage that you choose. So the most you're ever going to pay for your phone is going to be 12 months, $35 a month, unless you're over the age of 55. If you're over the age of 55, you can get their 55 plus plan, which is 12 months of unlimited data for $15 a month. You're welcome. So all your plans, as I said, are purchased up front. That's how they keep costs down. They have 5 gig, 4 gig, and 4 gig LTE. I don't know what those mean, but hopefully you do. There's free international calls to Canada, Mexico, and the UK. And let's say that you've decided that you like that 5 gigs is enough, but you might need an extra gig. You can actually add on like 1 gigabyte to your plan or 3 gigabytes for a nominal fee, and then you can increase your gigabytes. Let's say for this particular month, like maybe last month you only needed 5. This month you feel like you need a little more. You can increase your gigabyte by 1 gig or 3 gigs and pay a nominal fee to do that. Well, like I said, the plan that I got was new phone for $15 a month, unlimited data. So we'll see how this goes. So far I've been playing with it. I will say that their customer service, their support is very, very accessible and very easy, because I didn't know what I was doing. So someone really needed to talk me through how to change my number from my old phone to this phone, to the new phone. And so it took a few days for me to get that figured out and get everything set up. But like I said, the customer service is really, I think they're used to, especially since I said, look, I'm a senior, I don't know what I'm doing. And they were very, very careful about showing me exactly how to get through, to navigate in order to get what I needed to get. For example, first thing, one of the, I think the second call that I made to them, the first thing that got the CS agent asked me was how many bars were showing. And I said, what bars? So anyway, as it turned out, I didn't have any. So what I'm saying is that I know nothing, okay? Nothing. But I know a lot more now. And indeed, the phone is set up, except I'm still waiting to get my texts, my text history moved from the old phone to the new phone. They said it would take like 30 minutes. That was 3 days ago, and I just haven't called back to, go over it again with them. But hopefully I will get that soon. All right. Now moving on to this little guy. This is a Ringconn smart ring, and I wanted something primarily, I'm a stressed out little puppy. And so I needed something to help me manage stress. And so I wanted something that would tell me when my stress levels were up and when they were down. I also wanted something that would tell me how I'm sleeping, what my sleeping is like. Am I getting deep sleep? Am I getting REM sleep? Am I sleeping at all? How many hours did I sleep? That sort of thing. So I looked at 3 different rings. I looked at the Aura, I looked at Ultra Human, and I looked at Ringconn. And of the 3, the Aura has a subscription, so that was kind of out. And it also gives you a lot of information, much more than I needed. Same thing with the Ultra Human. And so I felt like the more information that I was given, the more stuff I had to navigate through in order to get to what I really was looking for. And as I read reviews on the Ringconn, it said that the app was very user-friendly. And it doesn't give, and it is, and it doesn't give me too much information. It's just everything I need is laid out so that I can easily see it. And then once you start going into the app on each different subject, you more and more statistics and data is revealed. So rather than talk to you about all the data, I'm just going to talk to you about my experience of using this. I've used it for almost a week now. And the first thing, oh, I almost forgot. Hold on. All right. So the first thing, when you are considering buying something like this, you're going to want a size kit. So here's the one that came with the Ringconn. And this was $1. And so it gives you all these different ring sizes so that you can, because they don't usually match up with your regular ring size. For example, I normally wear a 6.5, 7, on the larger fingers, and I got an 8 in the Ringconn. And what they do is you take this, and they suggest that you wear this for 24 hours at least, because your fingers tend to swell and then get and then go down, and so it's best to try it out over at least a 24-hour period. I wore it for 2 days straight just to be sure, and I knew that I was going to want the size 8, so that's what I ordered. Additionally, in this kit, they give you a sample of the finishes. Can you see that there? A sample of the finishes, and they have black, brushed silver, and what I got, which is the brushed gold. So once that's all done, I ordered the ring, and the ring actually came charged. I didn't know that, or at least I think it was. And it comes with a charger, and the charger was also charged. So you're going to want to put it on the charger just to make sure that it is charged. And I couldn't tell, but I ended up leaving it on there for overnight. And the next day I was able to sync it with my phone through Bluetooth. I had loaded up the app the day before, and once I did that, then it just started feeding the information into the app. So just a few details here. It's made of titanium. It's extremely lightweight. It says 3 to 5 grams depending on your size. The battery lasts up to 7 days on a full charge, and it takes about 90 minutes to go from 0 to 100% charged. They suggest, when I talked to them on the phone, they suggest that at 40% charge, you take it off and you put it on the charger, not to let it really go below that. And it'll tell you, like this morning I got a note that mine was at a 38% charge, so I put it on and charged it up. It's Bluetooth, as I said, and they say that this is EMF safe. And also, the Ring is compatible not only with the Ringconn app, but also with the Apple Health and Google Fit. It's also waterproof, so you can shower with it or wash your hands. You can even swim with it. I haven't actually done that yet. I take it off before I get in the shower, and I try not to get it wet during the day. The Ring compares your trends over time. It tracks your workouts when you do them. It's light enough that I can comfortably wear it 24/7, even while sleeping. One question that I had that I haven't seen anyone else talk about is that you don't need to have your phone with you in order for the Ring to sync up. It has a memory, and so let's say that I decide to go on my walk and I leave my phone in the car. When I get in the car, it will automatically sync with the app and then download the data onto the phone. So you don't need, in other words, what I'm saying is you don't have to have your phone around constantly. You can just live your life, and then when you get near your phone, it'll sync up. So this, as I said, this app is very user-friendly. When you open it up, you'll see like your overall wellness profile for the day compared to the day before, and then it tracks your sleep, your activity, your heart rate, and your stress level. And then when you tap into any of those, you open any of those, you'll get more data about that particular subject. It has the ability to go from dark screen or light screen, your preference. I know dark screen seems to be very popular. It does save battery life, I'm assuming, but I can't see it. I can't see as well as I can when it's in the light mode screen, so I keep mine in light. The activity section is very good at monitoring your steps and your activity level. However, it doesn't register low intensity activity. So I get a lot of, you need more exercise, you need to up your intensity levels. And it's probably true, most of the activity that I do is low intensity because my primary goal in life right now is to lower my stress levels and keep them as low as possible. And it says that when you're doing high intensity activity, it stops monitoring. It turns off the stress monitoring part, because obviously higher intensity means higher stress, which is why I don't do it. But my 30-minute walk that I do every morning, the steps do register. For example, the other day I did a yoga Pilates workout that didn't register at all. It just registered the few that I was standing, basically, and the few steps that I actually did during the workout. So that's what I mean. I guess if I want to do some high cardio, which I probably should, I just don't want to do it right now. But at the point where I want to do something more higher cardio, then I'll check this and see exactly how it measures that as well. The other component that I was interested in was monitoring my sleep levels. And I find that the sleep monitoring is very generous, shall we say. For example, the first night I got this, I slept really well. I slept all night, about 8 hours, and that was great. And it also told me like how much time I spent in deep sleep, how much time I spent in REM sleep, how that affected my brain, and the couple of times that I got up to go to the bathroom were on there, were on there too. Since then, I've been having issues with my ear, pulsating tinnitus. I can hear my blood being pumped through my veins in my ear. This has been going on every night for the past 3 nights, and that has kept me awake. So what the app is telling me is that when I'm just lying in bed, trying to be calm and letting my mind just kind of wander as I'm hoping to quickly fall asleep, it translates that as light sleep. So there were times when I was absolutely awake, just kind of my eyes shut, lying there resting, and I wasn't asleep, but the app thought that I was. So what I'm doing now is, because the second night I would jot down, okay, it's 3:30, I'm awake, or 3:30, 4 o'clock, still awake, 5 o'clock, I'm awake, because I wanted to keep track of when I actually was awake and when it thought that I was sleeping. And that's how I figured it out. So now what I do is I just take an hour, pretty much an hour off of whatever the total sleep it says. I will take, like there will be a chunk of light sleep. I'll just remove that chunk because I know that during that light sleep time, I really wasn't lightly sleeping. I'm hoping that as these apps get updated all the time, and they tend to they learn trends. So the longer I use it and the more it starts to understand my disrupted sleep pattern, that it will adjust, I'm hoping. So that's kind of where we are with the sleep issue. But everything else, the heart rate, the heart monitoring, and the stress level monitoring is really good. The heart rate monitor monitors your O2 saturation levels, your beats per minute, and the variable, or the time between the beats, which is an important stress indicator actually, because a low variable means higher stress. The stress meter measures your stress levels during the day and when you're sleeping at night at about 30-minute intervals. An example, after I bought my phone, I wanted a case for it. And I wanted a Casetify case because even though they're very expensive, they're also well made. They protect your phone, and they're really, really pretty. Some of the designs are just gorgeous. It's just a really high quality case. Well, they make mostly the iPhone cases. They make a couple of Samsungs, but not the model that I have. So then I went to cases.com. Then I went to Samsung's website, Amazon, Etsy, Walmart. I mean, it was like an hour I spent looking for exactly what I wanted and not being able to find it. At that point, I checked my stress level and it was up like into the red zone, like where you just don't want it. You don't want it ever there. So that immediately I was like, okay, let's stop looking for phone cases. And I'm just going to deep breathe for like 5 minutes. But that is, again, it's a tool that actually I can see that is going to be very helpful going forward. It offers practical advice and tips to improve on areas that could be better. And all 3 of these rings have pros and cons, but this one matched my needs the best. It also gives you, like incentives, like little badges and things. Like today I did like way more steps than on my morning walk. I went about 2 miles. So usually I go like 1. So I got a lot more steps in today. And, immediately I get a little ding, a little note saying, oh, your steps for the day are way high. So, and of course, it just looks it looks nice on the hand. Now, this gold color doesn't show up that well on me, but I wear more gold jewelry than I do anything else, and I felt the black was a little more aggressive than what I wanted, so I got the gold. But it's still, you know, like it's minimal. As I was reading through reviews, the only negative review that I saw consistently was that they said that it chipped a lot, you know, like it would scratch. And the company suggests that you wear this on your non-dominant hand so that it minimizes, and honestly mine hasn't chipped or scratched at all, but it does minimize the wear and tear on the ring. It's very comfortable to wear during the day. Sometimes I switch it from one hand to the other depending on how my fingers feel. Like this is feeling a little loose right now, so I could move it up here if I wanted, or anywhere. And because they suggest these 3 fingers, you can wear it on any of the 3 fingers, and the sensors are in the bottom of the ring. You probably cannot see that. Oh, okay. So the sensors are in the bottom of the ring, and you want to put those at the base of your finger, like so. So I think, you know, overall, I'm really glad with both of my purchases. I did get a case. I finally got a case. I haven't got it yet, but I ordered it. And so yeah, I'm very happy so far, and I can recommend it, particularly if you want a tool like this, and maybe you have like the Apple Watch or Fitbit or something, but you want to monitor your sleep and it's not comfortable. I knew wearing a watch like that wouldn't be comfortable for me to sleep in. So this is something that is very comfortable. You can sleep in it, and it doesn't interfere with my day at all. It's just right there doing its little job. Shall we check it real quick? I want to see how my stress levels are doing after filming the video. Yeah, okay, everything is normal. So yeah, can you see? Everything is normal right now. When I was getting dressed and doing makeup and stuff like that, getting ready to film, it went up a little bit, but it's back down to normal now, and has been since I've been sitting here talking to you. So thank you. You guys are good for my stress levels. Anyway, all right, everyone, I'm going to let you go. I hope this information was helpful. If you're thinking about a smart ring, or if any other sort of device that helps you with your own health needs, then let's talk about it in the comments below. If you've used one of the others, because I know Samsung, I think their new smart ring is out, and Google has a smart ring coming out. So if you've used any of those, let me know. Or this one, or the Aura or the Ultra Human. Let's just, because, you know, we all have health issues, and if a tool like this can help you to manage those, because I know that no matter what happens with me, even something like this with the pulsating tinnitus that keeps me up, it's all tied to stress. So it's all about lifestyle and managing the challenges that you have in your lifestyle, which will improve whatever health issues that you might be having. Everything can be improved by adopting more body healing lifestyle choices. It's a part of self-care, and more importantly, it's a part of self-love. And that is what the lesson that I have learned over the last few weeks working with this technology is that all of this is just helping me be nicer and be better to Cheryl, because a lot of times Cheryl gets pushed aside because there are other things going on that have to be dealt with. Okay, let's see. If you have any questions for me that I didn't address, let me know in the comments below. If you have experience with any of these devices, let us all know that in the comments below. And if you're thinking about something like this and this was helpful, then please consider giving this video a thumbs up. That really helps me out, and hopefully if it really helped you, then please feel free to share it with your friends. And finally, if you want to see more from me, then please consider subscribing, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing here at Free Range Diva. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for today. Thank you so very much for your time. Thank you for your thumbs ups and your comments, and for just being around and being part of the Free Range Diva family. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day, wonderful week. Until I see you next time, bye.